What's up, everybody? This is Jordan with iProv. As always, I've got Patrick Laughlin with me. What's up, Pat?
What's up, Joe? We sort of went off script on the intro there.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Today is just like, coming back from the weekend. I know it's Wednesday, short week. I don't know if I've still really gotten in the groove. I just missed trash pickup. So I think this topic is a really good one, which is staying focused. That's what we want to talk about today. And we always talk about focus on the things that you can directly impact, like control what you can control. And I know sometimes as leaders in organizations, that's hard for us because it's easy for us to hop in and just kind of have a hand and control everything. So today we want to talk a little bit about staying focused and how to make sure that your people stay focused.
Yeah, and for me, that means staying focused on higher level stuff. I think it's pretty common that people that reach a leadership position were tremendous doers at some point in their career. Mm-hmm. I think that's how you sort of get promoted here. And I think the people that turn out to be really great business leaders figure out how to stop being doers and being, more directors of the work, or at least focus on doing those higher level things, which is really, really hard.
Yeah. That's a good point too. So especially as a leader, how are you supposed to lead, or, how are you supposed to help people impact what they can directly impact if you're doing all the work, which again is the easiest thing to just say, you know what, I know you're stressed. Jordan, let me hop in here and do this for you. I got this. You go on to the next thing. I've fixed this problem before.
Yeah. That's the temptation, right? You want to just like jump in there and it in your head, it fixes it from all angles. It controls the cost. It gets it done faster. It meets your quality expectations. There is no feedback because it's only you. It's unbelievably hard to turn off that monster in your head and go, okay, I got to step back. I got to go into coach mode. I got to ask a bunch of questions. I've got to intentionally slow things down in order to get where I want to get. I don't know. You're really good at this, Joe. And I think it's important that also people that are in leadership positions or that have the title, boss, to listen to the people in their organizations that are really good at this. You're fantastic at holding, people accountable that may or may not be in charge of what you do every day. So what are your strategies for that? When RJ or I step in and say, no, we'll tackle that for you. What goes through your head and what are the ways that you sort of hold us accountable? Because you are really good at it.
Oh gosh, that's an interesting question. I think, we talk a lot about having this culture of failure. And I think part of the process is just knowing that if I fail, it's okay, because at least I garnered something from that failure. And at least, next go around, I will at least have that lesson that I can file in the back of my head and use it for the next situation, as opposed to me just pushing it up the ladder and giving it to somebody like you or RJ and saying, I'll figure out how to do it next time, or they'll tell me how to do it. No, you learn a lot more from doing, right? There's a good analogy, and this is not mine, but if the only way you taught your kids to ride a bike was them watching you ride circles around the driveway, they would never learn how to ride the bike. You gotta watch them fall off the bike. You gotta watch them struggle. You gotta watch them go a lot slower than you can go on that same bike. But you gotta let them wobble a little bit on that thing. And for whatever reason, that one kind of analogy always stuck with me is let me watch you wobble for a little bit. Let me see how you do.
No, I love that. I think that's tremendous. I think how have you in the past sort of kept yourself from getting into that? Reminding yourself to let them wobble and let them fall every once in a while is important. But what are the things that you've put in place when you're managing people to keep you from, jumping in and grabbing the back of the bike seat?
A part of it is making sure that I'm comfortable with the way that they make decisions, and it sounds really cheesy. And kind of if you're in a production environment, there's other ways to do it. But from just a sales or account management perspective, it's been a lot of role plays. Let's sit in a safe room, just me and you. Let me put you through some situations or talk through some situations that we know are coming up, and let's see how you think on your feet. Let me throw you some curveballs so that you win the game in practice, not in the game. So if I can see how you react in those type of situations, even if it's not exactly the way that I do it, your 80% that you always talk about, Pat, their 80% most of the time is good enough, and you just have to get okay with it not being your 100%. If I can see that you're at 80%, that also gives me a certain level of comfortability putting you out in those situations and knowing that you can handle it. So if you are in a production environment, testing them, putting them on a different line than they're accustomed to. If it's like a sales or account management or a situation like that, I like those role plays a lot, and you don't have to spend an hour long doing it. Just looking at it from a couple different perspectives, 10 minutes every morning, let's run through a couple scenarios. So that's helped me out a lot, is, just making sure that they're doing it in a way in which I trust them to do it without me in the room.
So you've got your people, and they're doing it to your expectations, or they're at least meeting your sort of trust level, right? How do you stay focused on what you know you have to do, and are you clear? That's sort of the paradox of leadership is the work that we do is often very murky, and we have to make it up for ourselves because our job is to plan. Our job is to sort of discover new things, and often that doesn't look like traditional work. So how do you stay focused on that, and how do you discern what those things that you're supposed to be working on are?
The only way to do that stuff is to make time for it. If I don't block stuff out on my calendar, if I don't make dedicated time to get it done, it's not going to get done, because there's always going to be something I can do. And I know you're the same way, which it's, we put that do not schedule block on our calendar, but it's so hard when somebody says, I just can't find time. I just schedule it in there. That'll be fine. So being really disciplined about, all right, these kind of blocks, these are my planning time. These blocks are my doing time. Okay, everybody that works for me, here's when you can schedule stuff. These other blocks, sorry, that's when I need to focus on the big picture. That's when I need to focus on direction. That's my leading time. Even though you might be in a room by yourself with your laptop, that's your leading time,
Yeah. Well, Joe, thanks for the tune-up, man.
All right.
It's always nice to get a little coaching.
Well, thank you. Thanks for this. This has helped me stay focused. And everybody out there, we know it's tough, and just stay focused on the things you can control, and also just be willing to let your people fail. Let them wobble a little bit. It'll be fine. No one's ever died from a skinned knee. It's not going to bring your organization down. Let them skin their elbows a little bit.
Yeah, businesses need leaders. They don't need superheroes.
Exactly. Oh, I love that. So don't be a superhero. Be a leader. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have anybody interesting, we like mixing in these interviews. We've seen that you guys like it too when we have different staff members on. So expect some of that. This is a ever evolving vlog, and we like to hear what you guys like, what you resonate with, topics that you like. So comment at us, email at us, pick up phone and call, whatever's the easiest way to communicate. We want to put out some good messages for you guys. So
don't forget office hours tomorrow either.
Office hours Thursday, 3:30 to 4:30 Central Time. Pop in, even if you can only stay for 5 minutes. It's just kind of our opportunity to virtually network with people. So pop in, see what we're talking about. Ask us questions, anything you want. Pop in, sit back, listen, have it on the background.
Just come hang out.
Yeah, exactly. All right, until next time. Thanks, Pat. Peace.